Welcome to the Emme Factor Live, a space where patience is required and persistence and not giving up on the technology front. My name is Emme, and I don't know if anybody of you is still there, but I am still here after 56 minutes of trying to fix my audio, and here I am. So it seems like it's working now. At least it's giving me the graph that it's working now. So if anybody is there and you can hear me, let me know. I will teach today again an hour later than planned and with a lot of tries in between, but I didn't give up, and I cannot tell you why it happened because it just fixed itself. And this is what I'm learning with technology. This happens all the time. It used to rattle me a lot when things happen on the technology front that I can't control. But I have a lovely person behind me who is very calm and always says, "Oh, this is just fun, we're figuring this out." And I have learned this, to stay calm and to go with the flow and focus on doing what I can. For whatever reason, the microphone started working again, and so everything was fine, camera and computer. It just didn't go into the stream, but I think now it does. And let's start and do some yoga. Okay, so yesterday we practiced breathing, and we learned the technique of how to use our rib cage, how to use our diaphragmatic muscles, and where to feel our breath in our abdominal area. And we did a little bit of a deep dive. I hope you go back and at least listen to it, because you will learn a lot of how to breathe a little bit more effectively and know where we're going with our breath, rather than just inhaling and exhaling. So we're making this a little bit more quality content, so you know what you're doing. Okay, so one of the things that in yoga is always a difficulty on the mat is to unite and align our breath with our movements. Yeah, there is a whole yoga style called Vinyasa yoga that actually emphasizes the breathing with the movement. This is not as easy as it looks like, because very often when we're holding postures, our breathing muscles are also postural muscles that are keeping us in this position. And so very often we yogis stop breathing and we're bravely holding in through the posture, and then finally we remember to breathe. I know if you hear this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I think everybody on the yoga mat has at a moment in that time probably experienced that. And then when the teacher says again, breathe, 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 we get reminded to breathe. Yeah. So now, since yesterday we learned how to breathe, I would love to take these breathing principles into some spinal movements and into a little bit of practice today, and see if we can keep our breath aligned with the movement. That's what I had prepared for us today. All right. So let me take my little singing bowl and we will start together. Find your seat on your mat or on a chair. We will take a few minutes to breathe and then go into movement. Close your eyes and start to find your breath. Remember the movement in our diaphragm, in the rib cage, where it opens up. I want us to feel it in the upper belly and in the lower belly. we softly find our own personal rhythm of breathing. Inhale and exhale. With each inhalation, see if we can sit a little bit taller and longer. With each exhale, we release and allow the breath to leave our body passively, just like we did yesterday. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now see if you can feel the breath in your abdomen, in the upper part of your belly, in your rib cage. Notice if the breath can expand into a three-dimensional column. So we're not just breathing into the front, but we're breathing into the sides, the back, the upper part, and the bottom. So imagine we're expanding like a balloon with our inhale, and then softly inflating back with our exhale. And now slowly see if you can very, very, very mild, very soft, expand the breath a little bit further. So instead of fully controlling and taking over, I want you to see if you can just allow a little bit wider and deeper breath. Both of those parts, the active inhale draws in a little bit deeper, and the exhalation is passive. And then see if you can exhale out. At the end of your passive exhalation, see if you can exhale out a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. And this is a very calm rhythm. And remember, as I taught, you might be a little slower or faster, and that's absolutely fine. Always go with your own breathing rhythm. Never adjust your rhythm to something else unless this is the specific exercise. But when we are breathing like we're doing it now, imagine that the motor, the rhythm, the intensity, the speed is your own breath. Beautiful. Let's take a few more breaths. You can feel it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And softly open your eyes and keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Who remembers our little movement exercise yesterday? Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift up to center. Exhale, bend over to the left side. Inhale, lift back to center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, lift back. Exhale, left arm to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, right arm turns and twists to the right. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Exhale, right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left arm, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let's do this one more time. We did it yesterday. Inhale, open. Exhale, and hug in around your body. Inhale, expand. Exhale, and exhale out to the left side. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, left arm to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, twist. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, twist. In arm, left arm reaches up high. Exhale, out to the left behind you. Inhale, back to center. And let's do this one more last time. Inhale. Exhale, hug. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, left bend to the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right bend. Inhale, back to center. Prepare the left arm. Exhale to the right. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, twist to the back behind us. Inhale, left arm, right arm to the front. Exhale, hold this twist. With our inhalation, we lift up the arm. Exhale and twist to the left behind us. Inhale, lift back to center. Exhale. Good. Yeah? So let's see if we can do it in all fours, please. Okay, so have your blocks close to you because we might need them in a moment. All right, let's come onto all fours and come onto our hands and slightly come into a circular movement over your wrists. So we're getting a little bit of movement. Elbows can be slightly bent and we're shifting our body weight in a circular movement side to side, and then we go to the other side. Roll to the right, back, left, and front. Good. Right, back, left, in front. Open all 10 fingers wide. Imagine that you are grounding the whole entire palm firmly into your mat. Good. And then we come onto our elbows. Stretch the right leg, curl the toes under, and extend the right heel. We inhale, back off a bit. Exhale and press the heel into the back. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale. Spread those toes just like we did with our fingers. Exhale. Beautiful. Other side. Here we go. Left leg. Remember, have the toes curled under very close to you and extend the heel to the back. This should really feel good. So we inhale, back up a tiny smudge, exhale and really stretch. So you're using your arms and your torso to stretch into this calf muscle. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Again, lengthen and exhale. So we're staying in a rhythm of breathing. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Slowly come into child's pose. Relax your arms alongside your body and take a few breaths into the back, right there where the kidney areas, all the way into the back. And notice the expansion in the rib cage, in our spine, and maybe even in our hips on the left side and right side. You can feel how all of this is moved by our breath. Wonderful. And then slowly roll up. Very good. And come onto all fours again. Cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. So remember the cat and cow. We have talked about it
and where the essence of these movements are. So I want you to see if you can first do this slowly, which means maybe we have to double breathe. So I'm inhaling into cow, exhaling. I'm inhaling one more time, and I'm exhaling into cat. I'm inhaling into cat. Exhale and press up your lower back a little bit higher. Inhale into cow and hold here for a moment. Exhale, inhale, and exhale into cat. Inhale, hold. Exhale and press and round yourself even more. Last time. Inhale, cat. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Maybe expand your chest a bit further and exhale, lift. Wonderful. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, so from here, we're shifting our hips to the right side and to the left side. So what I want you to do is to really press the hip out and create a side movement to the opposite side. Yeah? So if you see it from the front, I'm shifting my hips to the right and I'm bending my shoulders and the side body to the left. And then to the left the hips and my side body to the right. So you get a really nice stretch on the side of your hips and maybe even a little bit higher, almost to the waist side and armpit area. So if you widen the legs a bit more, you get a really nice stretch. And now be a little bit creative and see if you can go a little bit deeper. And you can even bend your elbows some and really stretch out your hip. This should really feel good. Okay, remember our breath. We inhale and exhale into the stretch. Inhale and exhale into the other side. Yes. So the transition is very often inhaling, and to go into the range of motion is where the exhale is. Yeah. It's not always. There are many different other rules, but this you can really feel here. Exhale. Okay, do you remember when we were doing this circular motion over our wrists? I want you to try this out here with our hips. To the right, back, left side and front. And to the left, back, right side and front. This should really feel good, yeah? Again, right, center, left, and center. It's almost like a half circle. Left, back, all the way. Oh, right, and center. Yeah, can you get this? Let's do a couple of more. Right, center, left, and forward. And I want you to really press the hip out and bend your torso to the side like a banana. We're bending sideways, or the letter C, and other side. Give a lot of movement in there. And back to center. Wonderful. And slowly extend into child's pose. Inhale. And slide the arms forward into puppy dog, where the body weight is on the knees, but we're stretching into our entire spine. Let the chest and the rib cage sink down to the ground. And then we place the right hand to the outside of the left mat. So you're crossing over and you see that my left arm is on the ground and I'm stretching into my right fingertips all the way, and I get this unbelievably beautiful and long stretch in my armpit area. And other side. Turn over, cross the left arm to the right edge of the mat, and then slowly try to sink into the stretch. The head, the chest, and the armpit are sinking down. Wonderful. And other side again. Right arm. And exhale down. Inhale, switch. Exhale and sink down. Let's take one breath there. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Switch with your inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale, hold. Exhale and release. Wonderful. And you see my transitions are slow and deliberate because I'm moving slowly so that I can feel every part of my body. Wonderful. And back to center. Very, very nice. Come onto your toes and we sink back into a squatting position. So if you open the feet a little bit wider, you can slowly start to shift your weight over the left knee, which rotates around my left elbow, and over the right knee. So we're getting a little bit of movement in our ankle joints, our knee joints. We're getting mobility in our hip. And see if you can stay with your arms on the ground and just shift your body weight from side to side. Good. Very good. So very little weight on our hands. Let the legs carry your weight. Wonderful. Side to side. Good. I'm going to turn over again. Very good. And then slowly let's come into a squatting position for just one moment. Take a deep breath in. And come into standing. Extend your legs. Lift up and reach overhead all the way. And let your spine hang here for a moment. Good. And then we slowly walk over to the right and left ankle. So I'm shifting my weight to the right. And I am shifting my weight to the left. And I'm turning around my whole knee and ankle. Now notice where you get a stretch there. Keep the knees bent. Wonderful. And other side. One more time. Inhale. Have your feet firmly on the ground. And exhale. Get movement in your spine, especially the lower back. And we're going back into a squat. Slowly lower. Hands to your heart. If you can, open the knees up. Remember that if this is difficult, let me quickly show you a modification, which I think is really, really good. You can take your blanket or even your blocks and place your heels onto the blanket and come into the squat. Yeah? For most of us, already this tiny little lift in our heel, because our ankle mobility probably is part of why this is not so easy. Yeah? This can help. You can alternatingly also do this with your blocks. So if you see that your heels are really high off the floor in this squat, you take the blocks and you can actually try this out and you will feel how really nice this feels. This is how it feels when somebody is with the heels on the ground and is very sturdy. Yeah. So of course, if your knees don't allow you to go as deep, then this is not a good version. But for everybody whose knees allow you to go into this position, this is a good position. Yeah. So either blocks or your blanket is a little bit lower. Yeah, already, or full ground, wherever it is. This is where we are. Good. And then we slowly come onto our hands and knees again. Good. Let me put this away here. All right. Good. So from here, we did the front and back movement. We did the side movements, even in a little circle. And now I would like to show you the fifth and the sixth direction of the spine, which is a twist. So we take the right arm and open it out to the side. And I want to start with this. Place your hand around or behind your skull and only lift your elbow and your rib cage forth and back. This is the twist. Up and down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. Now see how far you are able to twist your spine. And that's where we extend the arm. Yeah, other side. Here we go. Left arm opens, hand behind the skull, and then lower the elbow a bit if you like, and lift it up. See if you can lift it up as far as possible. The chest, the left rib side, the rib cage, the left side of the rib cage, and the elbow. And lower down. Again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Okay. So if this is difficult, the reason why this is difficult is because we need more mobility in extending the spine. Remember how I talked about posture? And most of us are in our regular posture a little bit more rounded and contracted. And so for me to turn, I need to actually lengthen first and then be able to turn. Yeah? So we're going to do this one more time. What I want you to try is to see if you can not only round yourself up like this, but if you can lengthen first, lengthen with your chest forward, upward, and in this length, lift up. Yeah? So let's do it one more time. Right side starts. Let me turn around on the right side. Ready? Good. Right arm to the back of our skull. See if you can elongate and lengthen the spine, and then lift and exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. Try to expand. Inhale, lift. Last time. And then I would love for all of us to just extend the arm wherever this is. And then we lower the arm and lift again. And lower and lift and lower. Wonderful. And lift last time. And slowly switch to the other side. Very good. Do you see how much strength this is? Yeah? So again, we're looking for mobility to be able to move, but with our muscles. Yeah? Okay, here we go. One more time. Table position. A little bit of core engagement. I want to teach about this too. I know this is important for everyone. Left arm, ready, and go. 1. Keep that length. 2, slowly. Exhale. Can you use your breath to actually facilitate a bit more of this lift and lengthen? Inhale. Extend the arm and lower the arm down and slowly again lift. Remember, this is not arm lifting, yeah? Don't start around again here. We did such a great job here. So keep this extension and open up your chest. Good. One more time. Inhale and slowly release and exhale. Beautiful. Release into child's pose. Give your hands a break for just a moment. Take a deep breath. And feel your spine already right now, just through these few things that we have already moved, yeah? It completely feels different. Okay, from here, we are extending the arms forward. And I want us to do a movement called
rolling cobra. I really like this, and I think it's a wonderful way to get strength into our upper body and at the same time prepare the spine for back bending. This is what's called rolling cobra. Yeah. So the way let's do this together today. The way how we do it is we're coming from child's pose. We are lifting up our bottom off the heels and sliding the arms forward, just like we did in puppy dog, yeah? And I want you to think that your head and your chin are really close to the ground here. So as much as we can, we are going down towards the ground. And then imagine there is a marble, a marble that you can roll with your nose or with your chin forward. So from this position, I connect myself with that marble. I bend the elbows and I'm very slowly shifting my body weight onto my arms, and I'm coming and arriving on the belly. Yeah? Did you see this? It's almost kind of like a sliding movement, and from there we can go into cobra or anything else for that matter. Yeah? So let's do this one more time. Hands to the side of your chest. We're pushing ourselves up, round our back into child's pose. Lift your gaze up, slide forward, and we're sliding a good 2 hand length forward. And the wider you open up your arms, the better. And then you bend the elbows and shift your body weight forward slowly. The arms are holding you. You do this real slowly. Onto the belly and hands to the side of your chest and extend. Good. So now, feet firmly onto the ground. And what I want us to do is to take the arms and externally rotate them, which means the thumbs are rotating up. This is called external rotation. And when you do this, you will immediately feel this in the upper back, and the shoulder blades will pull together. Yeah? This is where we are moving, and release. Okay, one more time. Extend the legs. The feet stay firmly on the ground. You can even open the legs a little bit. For most of us, this engages the glutes a little bit more. We have more space, and this is totally fine. You do not have to keep it together. Yeah? Okay. Now, externally rotate the arms and just hold that position. And find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and release. Good. We're going to do this again. Yeah? One more time. Feet onto the ground. Forehead straight to the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Externally rotate your arms and keep them wide open. Absolutely. Let your thumbs look up. And we are lifting our chest and rib cage off the ground. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Turn your head to the opposite side. Wonderful. So while you relax, I want to show you one more thing that is often not done right. So we have these upper neck muscles here, all the way up in this upper part. They are called the upper trapezius muscles. Yeah, we have a middle part and a lower part as well. So this muscle always wants to help. And it's helping by lifting the shoulders up. And a lot of us do this. So when you are in this strengthening cobra position today, what I want you to do is see if you can extend the arms, rotate them, but not lift them up to your neck. And I know you're probably not thinking you're doing this, but I want you to double check. Nevertheless, yeah, I've seen it many, many times. So what we want to push the shoulders away from the ears so that we never get into this position and that we really draw the strength from the middle part of our back. That's where we're going, yeah? Let's do this one more time on our belly. Okay, come with me through rolling cobra one more time, please. Child's pose. Lift your gaze. Slide forward, a good 2-hand length forward. Open the arms wide. Lift your back. So it's really an arch. We're absolutely arching. Roll the marble onto the belly. Wonderful. Extend your legs. Engage your glutes really deeply. Externally rotate your arms and lengthen them and push the upper part away from the neck, just like we did, like I just showed you. And we breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now see if you can, when you exhale, not go so deep. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And release. Yes, another example of how our breath helps and enhances our movements. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Good. And slowly roll over onto your back. Good. So we're rolling over to the back. Actually, let me turn this way because my microphone is on this side. I hope everybody can still hear me. All right. Today was an unexpected practice. All right. From here, let's go into windshield wiper motion. We have done this before. So left and right leg. Slowly, one leg rotates in, the other leg rotates out. And then we switch, the inner leg rotates in, the other leg rotates out. Side to side. Good. Left and right. If you like, you can extend your arms to the back behind you. And we're coming into our last stretch of the day, a spinal twist on the ground. You know it, but I want to go into a little bit of detail. Crocodile pose. So we will be starting with both feet on the ground and extend the left leg out to the ground. And then the right foot is still on the mat and we're lifting up our hips and shifting it a tiny bit to the right side. So instead of being in the center, I want us to lift the hip and just shift it to the right, just a tiny bit. And then from here, take the big toe off the right foot and let it kind of like touch on the inside of your left knee. And then very slowly, without lifting any part of your right shoulder blade and chest, which is firmly on the ground, we are swiveling our hip around to the left side. Yes. And what I want you to do is use your breath to enhance the pose and the position. So we inhale, lengthen the spine a bit, exhale and twist a bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Now, I want you to think that the part that is turning is not specifically just the leg, even if the leg is the part that you can see moving. What is really turning is my rib cage. So if you take your left hand and just hug around your rib cage on that right side, hug around, and see if you can turn that rib cage over to the left side. If you can pull it with you just a little bit. But at the same time, keep the right arm firmly on the ground.
So this arm, shoulder blade, the whole shoulder needs to stay on the ground. Yeah? If you're lifting up, you're actually going too far. And our goal is to twist where? In the thoracic spine. This is where I want movability, mobility in the thoracic spine. Yeah? So let's stay there for a couple of more breaths. I'm coming back. Here I am. Good. Keep that rib cage, that right side, and see if you can bring it to the left without lifting the right shoulder blade. Beautiful. And then slowly roll back to center. Yeah? This is one of my favorite twists, and you can do this after any class. You should do it. I end almost all of my classes with this twist because it allows movability to be the last part of what the spine experiences before Shavasana. Yeah? So right leg extends, the hips shift to the left side, just a bit. Good. And then I'm lifting my left toes into the inside of my right knee. And then one more time, I'm trying to create length in my spine. And I use my breath to make myself longer. And then I'm inhaling and exhale, let the leg hang. So I'm letting the weight of the leg hang to the right side. Left shoulder blade, left rib cage, left shoulder, stay on the ground. I want you to really try to lengthen into these left fingertips here. Good. And then we'll take the right hand, just like we did on the other side. And with your exhalation, see if you can twist a tiny bit further. And we are doing this not by tensing up, but we're doing what? We are exhaling. And because we're exhaling, it's more a passive letting go into the movement rather than you pushing and forcing yourself into that movement. Yeah? So one more time. Don't think that this is the part that needs to go further down. I want you to think my rib cage is the part of my body that I want to twist. And then the hip just follows the rib cage. That's where the spinal twist is. Yeah? If you understand that, you will always be really effective working on exactly the part of the spine that we want to create mobility, yet, as you have seen today, a lot of strength and endurance and power and coordination of being able to move. That's really what we want. Yeah? We don't just want to be flexible. We want to have enough strength to be able to sustain ourselves in these positions. Okay, wonderful. Slowly come back to center. And here we are in our last Shavasana. Wonderful. Let's take a deep breath in. Good. You can keep your knees bent or fully extended. If this feels better on your back, absolutely come into the full version of Shavasana. Yeah? For most of us, especially if you have sensitivity in the back, the knees slightly bent or on a bolster, is a very good alternative. So I'm going to stay in this modified Shavasana today. Open the arms alongside your body. Remember to not open it up. This is not about rolling the arms open. This is about where my shoulders are. So if my shoulders are lightly rolling open, my arm is also going to follow that movement. Yeah? I think many people think they have to roll the hands open. It's not about that. But over time, the more relaxed your shoulders will become from this position, right? A lot of us lay like this on the ground. So when we come from that and we actually are able to flatten our shoulders, shoulder blades and rib cage into the ground, then we will have the slight turn open. And the hands are actually looking to the side of your waist. Good. Close your eyes one last time for today. Feel your breath in this restorative position where we let go and release. Go to your breath first and feel if the breath has transformed from the beginning when we started to now. Notice if the breath is free, if there is space in your movement, if it feels like a flowing, fluid movement of breath that you don't have to work for at all, that just happens by itself. And then go one more time into your body. Maybe you can feel your spine. Maybe you feel the parts that are on the ground and the parts that are with body weight on the mat. Most of us can feel this when we really go inward. Notice your arms, notice your legs as well. Feel if there is any tension. I feel very open. I feel these spinal soft movements that we did have totally created release in the torso. And I feel how the breath connects to this release. And it almost feels united, breath and this relaxed body of mine that I can, with full awareness, be grateful for in this moment in time. And we slowly deepen our breath. And without any haste, without any hurry, slowly start to move your fingers and toes, maybe your head and neck. And expand into your arms and legs. And start to make your way back into our last seated position of the day. I want you to know that today was a great example
of what life looks like. It's not always according to plan. And things don't work out the way we like them to work out. And sometimes even our best is not enough to go according to plan. And I think this is a very, very important lesson. Just like I have done this for the last 20 days and it worked and it has gone, except of some YouTube issues, really smoothly. So I came with the expectation it would work again today, and it didn't. And I think what we make out of it and how we think in that moment in time and what stories we tell ourselves in that moment in time really determine the way how we live our life. And I want you to think about this and leave this class today with this spirit of asking yourself, who am I when things don't go my way? Who am I when I can't control the situation? Who am I when others don't show up the way I expect them to? Who am I when things happen in my life that disrupt and disturb the flow of what I expect and what I think it should be? I think this is a wonderful lesson, and I couldn't demonstrate this better than what I've been going through. I didn't mean to be still here at 10 minutes before 2, but I didn't give up. I tried again. I showed up with the best I had, and then you let go. And I still found a beautiful practice on my mat. I still created a video that hopefully somebody is going to look at one day and say, okay, I want to think about this, yeah? If you can take something with you out of these lessons that makes you think about your life, about your yoga practice, and about the choices that you're making every single day, that's, I think, the best I can give you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back in. I think Tone and Petra were there. Thank you for trying again and not giving up. I really appreciate it. I will try again tomorrow. I will be here, give my all, and I hope to see you again. Namaste.